Good morning and welcome to this Thursday, May 26th edition of First
morning.
Local. Yes,
Here we are. Almost the
we
week
said that at the
is
same time.
jinx.
Yeah.
Hey, so I guess if you heard some sort of thunder or big bang at around 4 o'clock this morning, it wasn't thunder. It was an explosion across the river. You got details on that?
I have some details. Apparently, it was a 500-pound propane tank that exploded. So this is the East 5 Mile Road. Of course, this is on the other side of the border. This is in Sault, Michigan. It was reported by the UP News this morning. Apparently, the house involved did collapse. Debris, of course, strewn far and wide. In the moment, though, however, the occupants of the home are said to have been on vacation, or at least not in the home. No pets were injured. And as you can see, all of the houses in that area tend to be fairly removed from one another. So in this moment, we have no indication that there were any injuries associated with this explosion. We will keep our finger on the pulse of that story. But again, in this moment, there has been no indication of any casualty. Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, Mike Caruso, he's been commenting.
Yes.
Every now and then. You know, I've actually known Mike for about 150 years.
Wow, you look great.
150 years. And for those 150 years, he has been saying what the downtown needs in this community. Right?
Well, we know. It's a trolley.
So let's roll that tape, and I'll just talk over it. This is what Mike would like to see downtown. And basically what he's saying is we should have music, we should have buskers. Remember the Busker Fest?
Busker Fest, yeah.
So we should have that all year long down Queen Street, just to bring people down to the downtown. He's not wrong.
No.
I mean, other cities do that.
No, of course.
And maybe that's what they have planned with the plaza. Who knows? But I mean, it's a good idea. And good for you, Mike, for pushing that. You should go talk to the City Hall.
Well, you know what, and I think that, you know, beyond just having an opinion, to take the time to, you know, assemble a collection of images that support what you're saying, I think that's very cool. So good for you, Mike. You did not include a bus disguised cleverly as a trolley.
No,
so, so you know
maybe
what?
you couldn't find a picture.
Municipal government, city council, listen. News in 30 seconds. What else can I tell you? Hey, this is the last week to participate in the giveaway contest that's happening at Northern Natural Health and Wellness, the new health and wellness store that has opened very recently at the beginning of this month at the corner of Lake and Wellington. Tammy Watts, Brenda Fry, both very exceptionally educated, experienced, and knowledgeable women. You can participate in 3 ways. You can go to their Instagram page and follow the instructions. You can go to their Facebook page, follow the instructions. You can do both, and they're not exclusive. You could go right into the store. And what happens is your name does get put into a raffle, a draw, and the winner, who will walk with a $100 gift card, will be drawn this upcoming Sunday at May 29th at 3 p.m. So $100 to spend anywhere in this day and age
I guess we'll have the
fantastic.
winner on Monday. We'll announce the winner on Monday, maybe?
I think they announced the winner live on their Facebook page,
but we could
do
Monday
that,
too.
sure.
Also, you know, a week from today is Election Day, right? And in the house right now is Ross Romano. He's standing by with Colette. We have that interview coming up. But first, here is Heidi with all the news.
All the news. Okay, so we talked about the explosion. So, you know, fiery last night and this morning. Yesterday afternoon, we did receive reports that a transport truck on the Mile Hill did ignite, burst into flames. Was it a burst, or is it more of a general? Not a lot of information really available, except that, of course, OPP attended. You know, the general public were advised to avoid the area, obviously. Mike, shh. So no reports of injuries. So obviously not an explosion. It didn't burst into flames, but no reports of injuries. But the truck itself was completely destroyed. Wow, look at that. So yeah, so that was the scene on the Mile Hill yesterday afternoon. So we have of course reached out for further comment, and once we have been given comment, we will bring that to you in association with this story. Okay. So yesterday being Wednesday, of course, the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service do partner with Crime Stoppers with regards to seeking individuals in the community who are wanted for various activities. Now, in this case, they are seeking tips regarding the whereabouts of one Natasha Baxter. There she is. 32, who is wanted for failing to attend court. If you do know where this individual can be located, you are asked to please call the Sault Police Service at 705-949-6300, or should you wish to maintain your anonymity and potentially collect a cash reward, of course, there is also the option of going through Crime Stoppers at 705-942-7867, or toll-free 1-800-222-8477. They even have a little submit a tip button on their website, so you can go to SaultCrimeStoppers.com or download the app. Okay. As happens every year after Christmas, the good people of Clean North do invite everyone to drop off their Christmas trees. Typically, the depot is at the Cambrian Mall. And then in the spring, they have their mulch giveaway. And this is posted to our website. Can never have too mulch, haha. So gardeners, landscapers in the Sault area may be interested in this upcoming event. So mulch that was made from the Christmas trees collected, chipped up last January, available to the public, free by donation. So bring your own containers. Volunteers will help you fill and load. So this will take place then this Saturday, May 28th, between the times of 9 a.m. and 12 noon. And this is on the property at Algoma U, to the side of the George Leach Center. So for more information, you are invited to contact Clean North. They can be reached at 705-945-1573. You can email them info@cleannorth, all one word, .org, or visit their website at cleannorth.org, all one word, all lowercase. All right, so it's been a fairly wet day so far, so we're going to go over to Craig to find out when exactly we're going to dry out.
Well, if you're going to go get mulch on Saturday, Saturday is going to be a perfect day. It's between now and Saturday that we have to deal with some rain and some drizzle and some slightly cooler temperatures. We'll take a look outside, show you what your morning's looking like. Oh, it's not a big bug. We've got a couple of big bugs, spiders. But we do see, look how it's pretty foggy out. Pretty wet, drizzly, misty. Temperature's not bad. It's kind of mild out. We'll take a look at your 12-hour forecast for today. We're going to see the end of the drizzle and the mist sometime this afternoon. Temperatures right now at 9 degrees. We're heading towards 15 degrees. There's a slight chance of seeing a little thunderstorm before all this pushes out. Otherwise, we're just going to stay with the mist and the showers, and that's going to kind of come to an end off and on into your evening. Temperatures holding steady at around 10 degrees, only dropping down to 9 degrees overnight, so it's a pretty mild night. And we're heading for a half decent weekend, and I'll give you all those details coming up.
All right, half decent. So he's going to dangle a demi-carrot, a half carrot, if you will. All right. Okay, we are going to take a break, hop into the world of our sponsors. You will hear the Chamber inviting everybody to do all the things local. You know, if you're going to go eat at a local restaurant. You know, if you're going to shop, keep it to the local shops. You know, we have a lot to offer in our community, and all of our businesses need our support in this time, more so than ever. When we do come back, we're going to talk about a couple of exciting events. We've got Frank DeResti and the Lake Effect playing The Loft, a fantastic venue at the Algoma Conservatory of Music, as well a really cool event in support of women in crises. So do go fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Well, good morning and welcome back. As promised, an exciting day in local politics is on the horizon. And we do have Ross Romano, who has made time in his very busy schedule to speak to us and answer some questions. So right now we will go over to my good friend Colette for that interview. Take it away, Colette.
Thank you, Heidi. We're here today with Ross Romano, who has 8 days left until the big election comes about for the provincial election coming up. Hi, Ross. How are you today?
Hello. I'm very good. Thank you, Colette. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for being here. It's so nice to actually have someone in the studio, and I really do appreciate you taking the time to do that. I know your schedule's extremely busy, and that's kind of what we're here to talk about. We want to know what's going on with your life for the next 8 days.
Well, it's been busy. We have knocked on 26,000 doors so far. We are about 3 days ahead of schedule, I think, based on our numbers. We've got a little over 6,000 left to go, and excited to be able to just continue chatting with everybody and connecting with voters and keeping on going.
I have a question for you, because I know the last few years, obviously we've been under COVID rule. What made you want to run again with all that? I mean, this is unprecedented, what has happened. You worked very closely next to the Premier. Your portfolio shows that. Ministry of Community in the colleges and universities. And recently you got a bump from that. So why would you want to run that again? What happened in the last few years that said, yeah, you know what, I'm in for this again?
Well, the biggest reason is that the work's not done yet. And, if I can go back to 5 years ago or even 7 years ago when I first decided to run for municipal politics, my goal was to make our community a community that our children would want to be home to stay in. And it's been a mantra, it's been a goal, it's been something that we've been striving for a very long time. My wife and I spoke about it when we adopted our 3 boys and said, we really want to make sure that our kids will want to stay in Sault Ste. Marie. And so the plan has always been to ensure that we can build that for our community. And if I go back now to 5 years ago when I first got elected as a member of the opposition, I look back, we couldn't even get a return phone call from the Liberal government at the day on trying to upgrade our roads. And within the first 6 months to a year, here we were, upgrading Black Road. We took care of Algoma Steel. If you look back to 5 years ago, Algoma Steel was 3 years into CCAA. You had 9,000 almost pensioners that were worried about the status of their pensions. Their pension plan had been left insolvent.
Yeah, as they should have been.
You had almost 3,000 workers worried about the status of their jobs. And Tenaris was a company that had been in a full year shutdown at that point and was only about 300 workers. You look at the investments we've made there. We have the EAF furnace now going in at Algoma Steel, which has secured Algoma for generations to come. You look at Tenaris, we brought the premium threading line from Calgary, Alberta to Sault Ste. Marie, and now they're almost 800 employees and growing. You can't turn your head in any direction in this city and not see construction happening somewhere in Sault Ste. Marie, whether it's houses, community centers, hospitals, long-term care homes. There's just so much building going on, and we've had over $1 billion in investments just in the last 4 years alone in our city.
Okay, I have a couple more questions for you, Russ. And what are some of the main platform key issues that you're running for this term here? And also, well, actually, I'll let you answer that question first.
Sure. Well, thanks. I think that the first platform issue, I think that's the most important, is we're the only party that is standing shoulder to shoulder with workers. We've gotten, as a party now, 7 endorsements from local labor unions. And, you know, you look at the NDP as a party, they have not even mentioned the word labor once in their entire platform, not once.
And being an NDP, that's their platform.
They're really, they've changed, and I hear that a lot at the doors, that it's not the NDP of old. They've abandoned workers,
blue collar,
and they've abandoned labor. And you know, we are standing shoulder to shoulder with those workers who are building our province, quite literally building our province up. I think a second piece that's really important is that we're the only party putting money back in your pocket and removing unnecessary fees like license plate sticker fees. You know, and we're ensuring that we're reducing the price of gas. So we have got a plan to reduce gas prices, reduce the tax on gas, whereas the NDP, they want to increase it by 35 to 50 cents a litre for Northern Ontario drivers. So, you know, it's very, very critical that we put more money back in your pocket and that we make life more affordable. I think probably one of the other most critical pieces is, again, investing in our roads. We're the only party with a plan to invest $641 million in our northern roads and highways.
What have you guys learned, being you guys as the PC party, learned from the last few years? What are you most proud of that you came out of the pandemic to push us forward and to get us back to a regular state?
I think perhaps the most important thing is that we're the only party right now in this election with an actual plan to stay open. And that is very critical. If I look back to the start of this pandemic and I think about what happened, and you look at like the legacy that was left behind by the former NDP Liberal coalition, we literally, quite literally, when our premier walked into our warehouse, we had rotting masks. And when we were in our hour of darkest need, and we had an entire province looking for personal protective equipment and critical supplies and equipment, we had to spend $2 million just to clean out the warehouse from rotting, expired masks that were disintegrating on shelves. Wow. And our premier stood in front of this entire province every day at 1 p.m. Yes, and many will remember at the start when he stood there and said, never again will Ontario be beholden on any other jurisdiction when it comes to taking care of the most critical supplies and equipment that we need for our province. I look back and I think the most proud moment I have, and I was very fortunate to be in the role of Ministry of Government and Consumer Services.
Right, I apologize.
At the conclusion of, to the present date. And we are now purchasing all of our critical supplies, equipment, and our personal protective equipment in Ontario, from Ontario. Yes. And that is something that I'm very proud of. We don't call China when we buy masks anymore. That's right. We're calling companies throughout Ontario, and we're buying our products from Ontario. We've gone from 37% purchases in Ontario to 94% in Ontario.
Right. Thank you very much. Back to you, Heidi.
Well, thank you very much, Colette, and thank you, of course, to Ross Romano for taking the time. You know, it'll be an interesting race and see what happens on June 2nd. We are now going to hop over to Craig for some more detailed information on what we can expect in terms of the weather. All right, Craig, hit me.
Well, Heidi, it looks like we have some moisture to deal with today, mainly in the form of drizzle or mist, and that's going to last right into the afternoon, courtesy of this low pressure system. It's kind of pulling up all this moisture. Now, the good thing here, most of this moisture is actually falling towards the eastern part of northeastern Ontario, so it's anywhere from, say, St. Joe Island east should see heavier showers, where here in the Soo, we should just see some drizzle and mist for most of our day as this low pressure system tracks out. And it's going to kind of linger into your evening as well, where we will have some dry periods, but we will also see some scattered showers develop for the evening before this system kind of pulls out. We'll show you that on the satellite right here. You can see the spin of the low pressure system, and it's pulling up all that moisture towards the Great Lakes. And again, most of that moisture is pushing towards the eastern part, so we don't have to worry about that. We do have a clearing that we hope to see sometime on Friday and into our weekend, at least for Saturday. This is what we look like on the radar. You can see Just a little bit of, this is just light stuff here, just the drizzle. The heavier showers are the dark greens and the yellows, a couple of embedded thunderstorms there. We may see some thunderstorms or just a small little thunderstorm or a rumble of thunder over the next couple of hours. Otherwise, we're just going to stay with this mist. As far as temperatures go, not all that bad. We're still a little bit off the mark at 15 degrees today, for today, mainly because of all the cloud we're going to see today. 13 degrees in Wawa, 15 in Timmins, 14 in Sudbury. We're all pretty much the same, and we're all going to pretty much see the same type of day today. So this is what we look like for the next 3 days. Deal with the rain today or the mist, 15 degrees for your high. 18 for your high on Friday. We start seeing a little bit of sun start to show up. We could see, again, some lingering scattered showers here and there, nothing widespread. And then for Saturday, looking really nice at 20 degrees so far. We could even make that 22, and we could even see a little more sun than what we're showing here.
That are coming up locally. I'll talk to you about the one first in support of women in crises, because, you know, certainly Women in Crisis Algoma does so much good work for so many people at horrible, horrible moments in their lives. So this is an event then that will be taking place at Crimson Ridge on June 16th. It is being presented by Laser Advantage, Med Spa, Fit Bodies, Fit Minds, Crush Clothing Boutique, and Radiance Physiotherapies. It is featuring inspiring local women speakers who will share their stories of how they learn to, you know, sort of rise above and become the best version of themselves. So the evening will include appetizers and drinks, while the owners of these successful businesses will be presenting their stories, each story with its own specific message. So this is, of course, posted to our website as always, SiouxOnline.com. Some very handy little hyperlinks to take you directly to the Eventbrite page where you are able to purchase your tickets. You know, and they remind everybody that everyone has difficult times, but it is all about how you overcome it. So if that sounds good to you, then do go purchase your ticket now. We will take one last quick break so that we can hear from the likes of Maker North, Joseph and Riley down there actively working with their 3D printers and their woodworking tools. So if you do have a problem that requires solving, definitely reach out to Joseph and Riley. They can help you with a myriad of problem-solving techniques. They can help you with prototyping, a whole bunch of different things, as well as Superior Adult Learning, also doing great work in the community, supporting adult learners one-on-one, tutoring and helping them reach literacy goals. When we come back, I will tell you about the event at the Loft featuring Frank Duresti and the Lake Effect. Of course, we have factoids, social media interactions, and a very special birthday shout out. Haley, it's coming at you. Go fill your cup and come on back.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation, because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
With over 45 years of experience, All Ontario Well Drilling offers hydrofracking and all well drilling services. Call 705-575-8088 or 705-257-9495.
Good morning and welcome back. A special shout out to canal well drilling and hydrofrac service. I mean, it's not often you get to use the word frack. And apparently fracking is a thing, and it won't even get me in trouble for saying it. So just another business that was happy to show their support, and support and supportive networks are the way to move forward post-pandemic. Okay, Frank Duresti and the Lake Effect. This is posted to our website at SiouxOnline.com. They are playing the Loft this weekend, okay? There are still some tickets left for each of the nights in question, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you definitely want to listen up because they are much celebrated. The program features selections from their last 3 albums with Frank Duresti on guitar, banjo, and vocals, and Josh Norling on saxophone, trumpet, percussion, and vocals, Jay Case, upright bass, vocals, and Chris Taco Johns on drums and vocals. So once again, tickets now are limited for this Friday, May 27th, Saturday, May the 28th, and Sunday, May the 29th. The Loft is a very exciting new musical venue. So from what I hear, it's spectacular. So you're invited to go. They have leather armchairs, tapas. There's a cash bar. Sit back, relax, enjoy a bite to eat, a little cocktail, and definitely check it out. So once again, posted to our website at SiouxOnline.com. Click on the link. It'll take you right to the page where you can buy your tickets for this event.
And some great local entertainment.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I think I said
All right,
that.
what do we got? Factoids?
Factoids, yes. So we will start with David Bowie. David, do us a tune. May 26, 1972. At the point of the band splitting up, David Bowie offered the band Mott the Hoople 2 of his new songs, one of those being Suffragette City, which they turned down, and All the Young Dudes, which they did not turn down. They recorded, and the song gave the group a number 3 UK and a US top 40 hit. I did not know that David Bowie wrote All the Young Dudes.
No, me either.
So there you
go. The fact
go.
that he just gave it away.
Well,
There you go.
there you go. And then before we head into social media, I wanted to also, one of my favorite female performers, Stevie Nicks, was born on this day in 1948.
Awesome.
So Stevie Nicks, American singer-songwriter from Fleetwood Mac, who scored the 1987 UK number 5 single Little Lies, as well as the 1977 US number 1 single Dreams, which is taken from the worldwide number 1 album. Yeah, okay, Stevie, overachiever, we get it. Number 1 album, Rumors. She scored the solo 1981 US number 1 and UK number 11 album, Belladonna, and the 1989 hit single, Rooms on Fire. Nicks, she did join, just for argument's sake, she did join Fleetwood Mac in 1975, along with her then boyfriend, Lindsey Buckingham. And we all know
band.
where that
Yep.
went. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
always happens.
Social media. All right, let's start with that shout out. Haley, your dad contacted me. Bradley, of course, being one of our more consistent viewers. Haley turns 18, and we have some pictures of it. Aw. So there she was as a peanut girl. Look at that. How beautiful, how cute. And this is her now. Happy birthday, Haley.
Happy
you
birthday.
Gorgeous creature. From what I understand, very intelligent, very skilled, and a dynamic young woman altogether. So may you have a happy day. Your dad loves you very much, and we certainly salute you and wish this to be your best year yet. So go out and do your thing.
Eat your cake.
Eat your cake. Ooh, ooh. Guess who's coming out?
Yeah.
And without even the track salon.
All
Okay.
right. Social
Now-
media time.
People are a little bit quiet on social media these days, okay? So I'm going to have to start, popping out some contentious discussion pieces at the top of the show. It's
Yeah.
like, We'll give you this. Discuss.
Discuss that.
Okay. All right. But Margaret McKeag, a lady taking the lead this morning.
There
Margaret
you go.
McKeag beating everybody to the punch. She says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret.
Good morning.
Steve Childs, GMAHAGD, with the sun coming up between the two great huge tracts of land, rocking the horns and a peace sign. So good morning, all. Have a great day. You as well, Steve. Tony Mancuso, happy baby Friday. The weekend is almost here. Well, yes, and yes it is. And thank goodness, I've always said that it's the short weeks that really, I struggle. I'm not even sure what that's about. All right, so here we go. Y-Doc Detailing, a new viewer. Hello,
Awesome.
Y-Doc Detailing. Is that a business?
Could be.
Well, either that or somebody lost a bet when you got named. Y-Doc Detailing says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Y-Doc, and thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Always nice to have somebody new on board. Bradley. I did it, Brad. I remembered. Yay. Good morning, he says with 3 exclamation points. Happy baby Friday. To you as well, Brad. I know you're very busy at work. You know, he's covering, I think, like you said, like 3 jobs right now. So, yeah, multitasking. Okay.
Busy boy.
Terry Matthews says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Terry. Thank you for popping in. Enica says, good morning, all. Have a serene Ascension Day.
Is that your holiday in the Netherlands? I'm not quite sure.
The sun and the tracts of land as well, but Ascension Day, what a great day. Wow, that sounds so spiritual, like you're ascending, like you're ascending. Okay, wow, I'm going to look that up, Ascension. Okay. Mike Caruso. Okay, he says, I've talked to City Hall, the Downtown Association, and anybody else that has any influence, and they would rather continue spending money frivolously. And now they are upping the illegal parking fines to $30.
Geez, is that right? $30?
Well, I mean, you
That's
heard
a
it
good
here
way to get
first.
people downtown.
Yeah. Well, and one of the candidates for mayor wants to eliminate parking, like paid parking downtown. I think
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, especially given there's not, you know, and I don't mean this in a negative way, there isn't in this moment a lot downtown to attract people, you know, so we want to do what we can to fill up those empty spaces and return it. I mean, it is always beautiful when the flowers and everything.
It is.
Yes.
But
Okay.
it needs help.
That's all I'm going to say. All right, Jen Buchan pops in to say good morning. Good morning to you, Jen. I hope that all is well. Steve Childs wishing Haley a happy birthday. And Enica saying yes, it is. So probably in response to my assumption around ascension being spiritual. You see what I did there? Assumption, ascension. It feels like a Schoolhouse Rock cartoon for a second there. Okay. And I just dated myself. So it's a good time to go to the 7-day.
Let's go to 7-day. So it's not looking bad. If you like really warm temperatures, that's coming next week, where we're seeing mid-20s. But by the end of the week, we're borderline 30 degrees, as you can see by Thursday. Woo! Next week, we're at 28. So let's see if that continues or will hold for the forecast for next week. You know, the weather's always changing. But that's what it looks like so far. Right?
Okay, we're back to me.
What are you doing?
Well, this is good. Never mind. I can probably get through.
Yeah.
Anyway, just a general reminder that we are the Sioux's only local news show, so we do very much enjoy coming to you every day, Monday to Friday. So please do like, share, follow, tag new people in the comments. You know, let's get some discussion pieces going. And
who do you think's going to win the election? Let us know.
Let us know. You know, if there's something that you want covered, let us know. Birthdays, anniversaries, there's graduations coming up. Hello, let us know.
Definitely graduation season is here, eh?
All right, I'm done. Anyway, I hope you have a great day.
I hope you have a great day too.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Furry Friday. We got pets tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Bye.
first local. Supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.